Basically, I mean, I'm 30 years old. I'm at a point in my life right now where I've done a little bit of everything. I'm still trying to find what I want to do as a career and what I can get passionate about. I've started a trucking company. I've done that. And college dropout, right? 1 year of college, partied way more than I should have. Very expensive experience, but I can't tell you how much I learned about discipline. And if you want it done, it's up to you. I think there's a lot more individuals than people realize who want to do something, but it's just how. And that to be that Brandon, to share with them kind of how that works. And like, I never would be growing this stuff hadn't I come across Brandon. Always thought like, oh, it'd be cool to do that. Where the fuck do you even start? You know what I mean? Just was drawn to the idea of growing stuff. So I would love to make that more than just a hobby. And it doesn't seem like work for me to go out and mess with the plants and make sure the fish are good and check the water and pumps and this and stuff like that. That's fun. So if I can make that more than just something I do, for 20, 30 minutes each night, maybe make that more of a career, I think that'd be pretty rewarding for me. Luckily, I came across Brandon at the right time in my life where that shit was interesting to me. And Brandon was this plethora of knowledge to say, okay, cool, try this. When I was done with that and I explored the microgreens, okay, try this. Or I would come to him with questions and he would steer me down the path, not just put the information in front of me and saying, here's step 1 through 20, go do it. Go figure it out. At the time, right, when you're given that information, you're like, motherfucker, you know how to do it, just show me, but you appreciate it on the back end of, I figured it out myself. That's exciting for me. To figure things out and problem solve. And you can't get that from insurance. Dude, I just started growing 10 by 20s. Good. Here's how fresh and green I am into this.
You do have a little bit of stuff to grow with.
Well, a small grow system, but it's nothing. And how do you dabble in this without having someone who can kind of share that with you? Show you how it works. Fuck, that's easy. I started with a little 1-gallon tank. I was growing mint out of a handmade styrofoam top on it that had a hole cut out of it, like these float beds, and I was growing stuff in the mint, or in the little fish tank with like 1 goldfish, trying it out. This fucking work? Oh shit, this works. Let me build it up. Boom, we go up to here and build it up, and I'm in the process of building it up. And each quarter, it's going to get built up into the point where it's strong enough to support itself. And can I just have a hobby that pays for itself right now? What better way to dip your toe to see if a career path is appealing to you? Dip your toe. I want more of that. That's fun, right? So in 6 months, now we're having this conversation, and the majority of my time is spent on this portion of the business, and it's sustainable. So sustainability as early as possible is key. If you want it bad enough, and Brandon says this a lot and I love it, if you want it bad enough, you'll make it happen. Getting started is a very loose term. I mean, I had 2 10 by 20 trays with a flood and drain system running in it. It was a hobby system at best. So it's definitely interesting to kind of see what the progress has looked like over the past 7 months. And we were just having a conversation about the potential of doing something like this, and it's definitely blown me away. And just the flood of positive feedback that we've gotten at the farmers market's just been incredible.
Where do you think that fear comes from? Like in your mind?
It's all self-doubt of, sure, you said this was a great idea, but man, are you sure? Questioning everything. I think it's natural. It's a natural progression to go through. And it seems, to look back on it, it seems very silly now and trivial, but I think it's natural. I'm focused. I know what I want, at least right now, and I'm prepared to pivot. Focusing on what you want, how you want to get there, what you need to do in order to get there, and just come at it from a very selfless perspective, of just, I'm willing to put in the work, let's go. I don't know what the right terminology would be, but just kind of proof in the pudding of just seeing that I can create this thing, and just realizing, I think a lot of it for me is just realizing that you can create a vision if you're willing to put forth the work that it requires to make it possible and successful. It's all scalable. It's all scalable.